Donald Trump posted the strangest video. When he does these videos, kind of a message to his followers, standing up, talking, it's always very awkward and uncomfortable, and this one is no exception. So he's calling for January 6th rioters not to be treated so bad by our legal system, and we just won't stand for this, and it's absolutely horrible. I want you to do something, though, while you watch this. Just look kind of chest down. What I mean by that is his arms. The way I said that was so strange, and I understand that. I mean, watch his arms and try to ignore his face, because we got so accustomed to watching his face that it's not as strange as it should be. But his odd style of speaking is made so known when you just stare at his arms. Just watch, okay?
Unconstitutionally, in my opinion, and very, very unfairly. And we're going to get to the bottom of it. And you know what I've said. I take it very seriously. I have never seen anything like it at all levels. It's the weaponization of the Department of Justice. And we can't let this happen in our country, because our country is going not socialist. They've skipped over that. They skipped over socialism. Our country is going communist. This is what happens, and we can't let it happen. We have to stop it. So I want to thank everybody for working so hard. I know how hard you're working to get justice for people that are imprisoned right now and people that are being tormented. We can't let it happen. We're going to stop it, and we're going to win. Thank you all very much. Unconstitutional.
So the reason why that stood out to me, the arm thing, and then I'll get to the actual important part of this, I promise, is, you know, when you open up Twitter or a particular tweet and there's a video embedded, it'll just start playing muted. I had opened it up and I started doing something. I opened up my computer and started doing something on my phone while I was preparing for today's show, and then looked over and it was muted, and I was just watching his arms go back and forth like this the whole time, and it really it tickled me, I'll say. But to the specifics of the odd and dishonest part of this, I don't get this. I'm so sick of it. And I know it sounds like I'm just getting into politics to even take note of the fact that he's calling America communist right now, but I'm not, and I've heard it a million times, but yet still it strikes me as just so strange that an audience can sit there and listen to Trump go, "We've gone full communist." Look around at their life and think, yeah, he's being honest. That's true. We're practically in a communist country. What are you talking about? Point at one policy that has been proposed even, but specifically implemented by the Biden administration, any Democrats in Congress, that is communist. Explain that to me. Because the funny thing is, in conversations with conservatives sometimes in my personal life, I'll say something like that. Isn't it so strange that your leaders just casually say things that are so inaccurate? And they'll say, well, so do Democrats. They call Republicans fascist. But it's so different, because anytime that I use the word fascism to describe some part of the MAGA movement or rhetoric or an action, I immediately follow it up, for the most part, with why. So if I were to tell you MAGA is fascist, I would, I think, be responsible to explain that one of the key tenets of fascism is to be anti-democratic, to be authoritarian. And by denying the election results and wanting to keep Trump in power as president when he didn't win, he wasn't the victor, but keep him as president. And a lot of them were thinking the military, I've talked to people on the ground at rallies who say the military should install Trump president and call the election null and void that declared Biden the winner. That is a fascistic ambition. I'll explain it. Anytime they call out this mysterious communism that's happening, I don't hear that. Nothing. There's no description about here's why they're communists. All I hear is Twitter bans people. Sometimes that'll be the explanation. January 6th defendants are being held accountable for their actions on January 6th. Ooh, communism, so scary. People are going through our legal process for committing crimes. That doesn't strike me as anything communist. Or, oh no, they want to give you health care. Communism! I really don't get it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to see some behind the scenes stuff every once in a while, personal life stuff, Luke Beasley Official on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before any of the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get access to an extra full show every Saturday that only members can see, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Luke Beasley. That's patreon.com/Luke Beasley, and there is a link in the description.